Hi, this is Goldie with LowVisionChef, and today we're going to cook a chicken breast in a saute pan on top of the stove. The first thing I've done is I have the pan preheating, preheated on medium, about 30 to 60 seconds. You want that pot to be cooking a little bit or heat it up a little bit before you start. Okay, and the next thing you do while the pot is heating, or the pan is heating, is you take your thermometer. If you have a thermometer that has a probe, you can stick it in while it's raw and go straight into the middle of the meat. Just take the probe, go straight into the chicken, get it right down the fattest, thickest part of the chicken. Okay? And don't worry about these cords, they're made to even go on grill. Okay? Meanwhile, I'm going to take a little bit of kosher salt and sprinkle it on the chicken, rub it in a little bit, and then I put a little bit of pepper on it already. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. Using one hand for the salt. Okay, so and a little bit more fresh ground pepper on the other side. Okay, meanwhile, my pan's been heating for about 30 to 60 seconds, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil in it. I'm using the pourer. And it'll stop by itself at 1 tablespoon. So, also, sometimes I put just a little bit of olive oil right on the chicken and rub it in to the other side that I'm going to put up as I put the chicken into the pan. So, about 30 to 30 seconds to a minute, the olive oil is heated. And now I'm just going to make sure my cord's reachable for me. And I'm just going to gently lay my chicken down. You can hear it sizzling, and this is exactly what it should sound like. Okay? And then just keep that cord strung across the counter. I'm going to wash my hands. We're going to take that chicken and we're going to cook it for about 6 minutes on that side. I'll be back with you in 6 minutes so we can turn it. Thank you. Okay, it's been about 5 or 6 minutes, and I have here a thermometer, and which I set and put the probe in for, and the thermometer says it's about 150. So at that time, it's time to change it. As you can hear, if you listen, it smells really, really brown. You can kind of smell the browningness of it, and also it's not. Doesn't sound as wet. The bubbling in the pan sounds more like a searing now, rather than the raw bubbling sound that you found before, or you heard before. So those are the things you want to pay attention to. I have a silicone spatula here, and I have a silicone mitt in case I need help. This mitt is very handy for these type of situations. So if you want a feel of something, if I need some assistance, I can aid myself when I flip it over. Always make sure it's letting me know whenever it's at a certain temperature. So always make sure that your little probe wire is out of the fire, even though it should be able to withstand it. Okay? So then I'm just going to take my chicken. I'm even going to use the probe to help me flip it over. And we're going to sear it on the other side. This particular spatula I could leave right here on the side of the pan and it would be absolutely fine. My probe here, I need to turn the end up a little bit because I don't think it's laying flat in my pan. Okay. So, now we're going to let it go another about 5 minutes until the thermometer says to me that it's about 165 to 170. That's about where you want your chicken. And we'll be right back. Hi, we're back again working on the chicken seared in a pan. And right here, we've got the probe, and I'm going to remove the probe because the chicken says that it's 165. Okay? Always want to be cautious when you're removing a probe. So I'm going to use a silicone mitt. Detach it. Put it over here in the sink for washing. Okay, and on your chicken, you might want to take it, put it up on a tin, and let it sear just a little tiny bit. So you get a nice browning effect all over the chicken. So I'm just going to take the silicone mitt, turn it around a little bit. And the mitt can be washed just in the sink or in the dishwasher or in the laundry. It's got a terry cloth lining inside of it. Okay, so also we have finger tongs, but for this particular purpose I wanted to use this. So I'm going to place that right over there on the plate. Thank you for visiting LowVisionChef, and keep cooking.